talking to Phil Parkinson after a 1-0 victory at Crabble this afternoon. Sunny afternoon. Phil, happy I think with an away victory because the home form's been really good in the last couple of months, but not matched by the away form, but no real danger this afternoon. It's a comfortable victory.
Yep, I felt your summary there was spot on. I felt very comfortable today. We knew complacency would be our enemy today, and we made sure that wasn't there. The preparation was as it is for every other game. I know some people might think teams take end of season games lightly, particularly where you come into a team that's been relegated. We certainly didn't. We've seen how they've performed against some of the big clubs in this division like Wrexham, Chesterfield, beating Boreham Wood. So we were fully aware that we had to be on our mettle against a young team. He's changed it up massively since we played him at the start of the season. So 22-year-olds in there, a couple of loans from clubs like Crawley and Gillingham, and fair play to them as well. They've got some that they produce through the academy, which I think will bode them in or stand them in really good stead for next season. I think going down a division with the experience that they've got, I think will really help them.
And whilst Dover have had a really torrid season and losing a lot of matches, they're not getting hammered by teams, and it never really looked like that was going to be the case today, although we did have a lot of chances in the second half.
Yeah, well, if we take our chances, then it is a hammering, because I felt the lion's share of possession we had, but you've got to give them full credit. The way they defended, they threw bodies on the line, where I'm saying we didn't take it lightly, they certainly didn't as well. The endeavour that their defenders showed to put the bodies on the line when you might have thought they might not do at this point with being relegated, I thought was full credit to the manager. This football club, I thought they acquitted themselves really well. Bit disappointed our lads weren't more clinical, but I've got to give them a lot of credit with regards how well the keeper played in particular. The two centre-backs stuck to their task, and the young lad marking Ryan Colclough, felt a little bit sorry for him at times, but you know what, he did ever so well to stay with him throughout the game, so got to give him loads of credit. But our front lads, on another day we score 4 there, because we've been quite efficient in front of goal of late, so they will give them credit on how they defended.
Ryan Colclough instrumental in supplying the cross for the goal, and Josh Hancock, classic centre forward's goal. Yeah,
Johnny on the spot doing what he's there to do and put it in the back of the net. So full credit to Josh. But I thought in the first half that was probably the first bit of really good play that we showed, particularly with the runners in behind. It was crying out for that all game. They're the bits that forwards, the modern day forwards, don't seem to like to do, run towards the goal, which baffles me really. But when they do that, the game just opens up. And it was a little bit of quality play with a switch of play that come to Harry, and he found his man. As you said, Ryan Colclough making a good run for him. Just an easy slot for Harry and a great ball where Hanks couldn't miss.
And it's bank holiday weekend, 2 games in 3 days, always a challenge. So I guess there might be a little bit of rotation for Monday's game against Barnet.
I'll let you tell the lads that Brian's travelled all the way to Dover that they're not playing on Monday, but yeah, it's common sense, isn't it? We'll have to reassess where we're up to. Toby will certainly be coming back into the fold. It's only right that Coops was given an opportunity, so we'll have to see how Coops and Carr was, because they both looked like they were seizing up a little bit at the end there, with Gayassi running down the sides as much as he did. But I felt they dealt with it really well, and Carl picked up man of the match. It was not that he had tons of defending to do. I just thought what he did exceptionally well. He won all of his headers, really rock solid there. And when he was beat, his recovery was good. And I think if we can get Carl to commit here, I think he'll be a big player for us in the future, as will Coops, if we can get these players to commit.
Michael Gayassi did well against us for Kings Lynn earlier in the season, and he's quite a threat, and he was involved in the 2 opportunities that Dover did have. Got in down the left-hand side in the first half. It was a really good ball in. I think Eddie Jones has done well to put his man off a little bit, and then a really good effort, speculative effort late in the game, but he was a handful.
He is a handful, and he's give many defenders over the last couple of weeks a really tough time. It looks like Andy's got the best out of him. I've not seen him perform like how he has previously. I thought we defended well against him today. We denied him the spaces in behind that he craves. He's a really aggressive runner in behind, where I'm saying about our forwards running in behind. He does that really well. But we restricted them to very little today, where I'm saying about the 2 centre-halves, the full-backs were great defensively. We've kept a clean sheet. Tomo, really efficient and effective with what he was doing. But I think for me, Isaac and Elliot in there, the ground that they put in, again, you talk about applying yourselves right. It's really tough in there as a midfielder. You want to just get on the ball and do the nice things. But I felt they really give us a platform today with the effort levels that they put in.
And Barnet on Monday, an opportunity to continue the really excellent home form.
Yeah, no pressure there, is it? We've got to continue it. It doesn't get any easier. Barnet have had a good win today, or did they draw today? They're one of them teams who have all the resources to be a big club in this division. They've got some really exciting players, and they're a team on their day that can beat anyone. So we've got to make sure that we are as focused as possible. The difficult thing for us is we won't see our lads till Monday now. I don't think many will, to be honest, unless they're getting them in for a recovery session. But being in the model we are, we certainly won't see ours now. We've got to trust that they follow the information they're given. We've done a cool down. But unfortunately, we've got a 5.5 hour coach trip, which isn't great preparation going into a game on Monday.
And a little bonus this afternoon, we've got a further chance to see Cole Hall in action, and also our first opportunity in a competitive game for Hayden Campbell.
Yeah, absolutely. Those two players we want to see more and more of. We have got a points tally that we want to achieve, so I'm not just going to be reckless with that and hand out minutes just for the sake of it. They've got to earn their minutes. I felt they have through how they've trained. Need to see a little bit more of both from off the ball, on the ball, the good players. It's off the ball. Are they going to work hard enough at this level for us? That's what I've said to them. I'm not saying anything to you that I've not spoke to those two players about, and if they can show that they can compete and they can get round the park like what we ask our players to do here currently, then they've got half a chance of earning something with us.